and we are underway with Adesha Williams running the point. St. Francis Brooklyn coming in 3-9, high expectations, but a tough non-conference season as Hannah Kimmel knocks down her first. Two of them came by 2 points, and they took on some tough non-conference opponents.
That's high percentage shot, 2 points for Sacred Heart.
Benedetti in trouble, so she kicks out to Delaney around the perimeter now. This is Leah Fetchko. A three and an
school, Twinsburg, Ohio, Twinsburg High School. So they've been playing together for quite some time, know each other's tendencies, and was talking to their SID before.
On the board. At a season high 24 in the win over Villanova, the first ever win for the Pirates.
The ability to make those three-point baskets at an easier and more fortuitous pace.
Etienne averaging a little better than 5 points a game as Vinay puts it off the scorer's table to check in. Shepard turning it over, forcing the pass inside, but then Etienne the steal to Kimmel for the lay-in. Hannah Kimmel to the corner for Benedetti, off the screen. The high archer is well off the mark. Kimmel did not secure the rebound, and Benedetti for Katie Fox. Pass fired inside to Derda. Great throw in, and here's Blair Arthur out of Allegan, Michigan, getting minutes. Outside for Vinay, and a game-tying three.
That comes at a big time.
Shelby Hickey wide open for the answer from foul as it's poked out of her hands cleanly by Fetchko. It rolls to Tarsi. She keeps the play alive as Washington gets it from Williams.
Come on.
For three. Gabby Washington.
Play every spot on the basketball floor to the way that a monster back.
Williams the three off the Fetchko. Benedetti and now Fox into the corner. Delaney chucks up a three and hits.
Brooklyn has to be fun.
Well, you see in St. Francis, Brooklyn, on the back door, cut to Adesha Williams from Hannah. Quick ride into Midtown Manhattan from either of those places when you're talking about Europe, and back dribble by Fox for Benedetti. 5 to shoot. The reverse lay-in is good with 3 at the top and then around. Kimmel a 3, and it rattles in. About 12 and a half to play in regulation. What a look from Mark. The rebound by Fetchko, the kick out to Fox, and then along the baseline, Iozia finds a cutting Vinay for the lay-in. Looking to drive, and now kick out. Katie Shepard wide open. There it is. Francis Brooklyn. The Pioneers next in action Monday as well for an in-state rivalry against Burl Piper. He has 8 points. For the answer, Shelby hit to Arthur, then into the block for Vinay. The kick out, Delaney a 3. Good.
Eddie calls a timeout to make sure that her team understands what they're asking them to do. And we inbound the ball, but the music was still playing. And Rihanna said, please don't stop the music. But the official said, please do stop it. So they do.
Carter looking to drive on Pund. And Tykira Carter lays it in for 2. Be there, but here on opening day of the NEC schedule, it's the Sacred Heart Pioneers earning the victory 71-55 over St. Francis Brooklyn. Now we're ready. Okay, tap dance over, and Rob Coloni is standing by with Hannah Kimmel.
Team, making good cuts, making good passes, finding open people, and just hitting shots. That's what works.
Today, Jamie Vinay hit a 3 to make it 20-20. You guys were ahead for most of the game in the first half, at least. They tie the game, and then you go on a 24-5 run. What worked for you guys down the stretch in the first half when they had come back, tied the game? You guys had a motivation to make sure that you were a step quicker than them. Talk about that.
Basically, our defense started clicking. We started making good steals and, really being where we had to be on defense, and that translated to great offense for us.
Great day from Hannah Kimmel. She'll be back in action at 5:30 on Monday right here against Central Connecticut. We'll toss it back over to Randy and bring in Coach Minetti.
Thank you very much, Rob Coloni. As always, a great job in his post-game interview, this time with Hannah Kimmel, who led the way with her 22. Now Coach Minetti making her way over for her post-game words with Rob Coloni. We'll send it right back to Rob, who's standing by with the head coach of the Pioneers.
I had to just tell Coach that her hair was on point, so we're ready to go. Thanks, Randy. Coach, big conference victory. Sacred Heart now 14-2 all-time in conference openers. Talk about what it means to you to obviously get that first one out of the way.
I think, well, obviously it's a kind of a huge sigh of relief. We had a long period off. So they went home for a week for Christmas. They were off for a while, and I was wondering whether or not mentally we'd be ready. I knew physically we were ready. We had some great practices this week, but mentally I wasn't sure if they were game ready. And I'll tell you what, you force 18 turnovers and you have, what do you have, 8? It's pretty ready to me, so it's good.
Absolutely. I just talked briefly with Hannah about when Vinay hit that 3 to make it 20-20 in the first half, and you'd kind of let them seep back into the game, and then you close the half on a tremendous run. What were you saying to your girls to motivate them? Because you talked about physicality. You guys were a step quicker than them the entire afternoon. Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can repeat what I said to them in the huddle, but I had a couple choice motivating words to make them understand that now we have to play this kid as a shooter. I don't care if she was 2 for 14 coming into today. You have to respect that she's a Division I shooter. She can shoot the 3. We have to have great ball pressure, and then the tempo was the game changer. When we just controlled tempo and pushed tempo and could score in transition, that was kind of all she wrote. So I think they did a good job executing it, and I'm excited the way we started. So.
Absolutely, and the last thing, Coach, you go so deep into your bench to have such great success, and today you had some foul trouble, and it seemed like anybody that you put out there was able to answer the call, whether it be Johanna Lopez or Catherine Haynes, and got some great minutes from Lorraine as well. Talk about having that as a luxury, just moving into conference play. You have such a great bench, and you have such depth.
Yeah, it's nice. I think we learned about midway through non-conference that we were going to go with whoever gave us something that day. So you have Day scoring 20 today, you have Gabby with 10, and that's a little unheard of based on our box scores from last year. So it's nice to be able to know that they believe in each other, and they believe that maybe Gab has an off day, somebody else is going to step up for her. Somebody from the bench is going to rally and give us great momentum and get steals and score in transition. So it's fun to be able to see what they bring on any given day, bearing that more of them give more than less.
Absolutely. Well, the women will be back in action on Monday right here at Coach by Court at 5:30, the second doubleheader of the year. But for now, we're going to get ready for the men's part of this doubleheader set to tip off at 3:30. I'll send it back to Randy. Again, the women victorious in their conference opener here today. Randy?